What's up, everybody? This is Panda. It is that time. I'm gonna wait a few minutes before we start. With that said, everyone, I'm the Panda Photographer, everybody. My name is Kiki Alexander, Denichi, Bailey. Everyone calls me Panda, okay? So let's make it this simple. This video, this live stream, is basically about softboxes. Why did I go through certain softboxes? What happened to the newer 47-inch softbox that I used to have? So let me just give you an update on that. That softbox was no longer in my possession for the last 2.5, 3 years. I had difficulties with that softbox, and I never used it quite much. I used the Godox instead, because it was big, it was clunky, but not only that, it had... Guys, I do not kid you. I believe the fabric is so cheap that when it rained, it kind of dissolved and loosened up, and the fabric just opened up. So yeah, that's what I noticed about that umbrella. So I don't want to buy any newer softboxes from Newer, because technically Newer products are great, or they're okay, but Newer needs to put more emphasis when it comes down to like the hardware that needs firmware updates, like the Q3 for Newer. Now, I heard this personally from Sony shooters, how it misfires or sometimes it doesn't want to fire, and I'm telling Newer, you need to either start pushing updates for the firmware, or you need to take the product down and refund us the money, because the product for me is working fine to a certain extent. You know, I had to go do some loops. I have a tutorial or a tip or two and show you how I fix some of my non-firing issues. So I'll leave it somewhere in the annotations later in the video. But with that said, everyone, thank you for tuning in. But as I said before, I'm the Panda Photographer. Let's get started. Thing that's been going on. Which softbox is right for you? Honestly, it depends on the taste of style that you're shooting. It depends on the catch eye that you're trying to capture, and it depends on the look that you're trying to accomplish with these softboxes. Now, take this video with a grain of salt. I shoot with different modifiers all the time. Sometimes it's with snoots, sometimes it's with grids, sometimes it's with softboxes with dorms on it. I had tried the Gary Fong dorm. I had tried, what's the other one? The Mad Mods. I wasn't a big fan because it was just too pricey. I had to send it back, got my money back, got something more suitable and cheaper, and it did the job. As good as the Mac Mod. Now, I'm not saying that the cheaper product that I purchased outweighs the Mag Mod product. No. What I'm trying to apply is that, like, I went for something that could just do the job with simple without spending so much money. So with that said, everyone, Panda, please do like, subscribe, share, and make sure you hit the notification that notification bell that's been updated in the corner somewhere. Does it work for you? Because if it does, please hit it so you can hit notifications so you can get notifications when I go live or when I do an upload, which I did twice. So what I have for you is this. This is the Easy Lock Beauty Dish. this is the guide that came with. I'm going to show you the softbox. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to show you softbox. But, yeah, this is the guide. I never seen the guide for a softbox before. That's that's just new, in my opinion. I never seen a guide. But then again, maybe some people do need a guide because some people just don't pay attention to the surroundings or can't see what's in front of them clearly. So, but yeah, this is a very like this. This is pretty nice. So, yeah. So let's get to it. Ugh. This is the easy. We're gonna call this the easy. This is the easy softbox. This softbox come in this beautiful padded bag. Now I'm pretty sure I can stuff more stuff in here when I'm traveling, because you know how airports want to charge you, or some Amtrak people want to actually try to con you into paying for something that you should not pay for when you already have business class. But let's open it, shall we? You guys already seen the unboxing, so I'm not going to go through all the features and specs, but we are going to talk about the differences. Alright, this softbox in particular, do we want to do the overview? Comes with this beauty plate. We're gonna call it the beauty plate. Also, I can cut your head off with this one. No, I'm kidding. But it's like a frisbee. Or it looks like the old Flash helmet from the Flash. And yeah. But yeah, this is what we use. And let's change the theme a little bit. It's the soft boxes that came with, which we may use some from time to time. And here's the grid. And I was emphasizing this before. I wish more softbox manufacturers will add grids to certain softboxes that are expensive. Because honestly, it just makes sense. Especially when we're spending so much money on this particular equipment. But I wanted to emphasize another thing too. This is much heavier than my Triopo. It's a beauty, and the reason why we chose this softbox is two things. It's a beauty dish, and it works. And the materials, if you didn't see the unboxing, this thing is such a killer. Oh my panda. So I don't have the plate in, but we're gonna push this down. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay. That was a little bit tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it does have its fair shares of, when it comes down to like portability and economics. I'm gonna be honest with you. My Triopo load can open up faster, and I'm gonna show you that in a second. But let's emphasize this beauty inside the dish. It's well made, very well made, and the material is a box stitch, which is nice. And with that plate inside, with this plate in particular, we can put this inside and get a beauty dish. Or we can take this out and use this as a regular softbox if we choose to. So that's the benefits of using this beauty dish and getting the benefits. Now, why use a beauty dish? Well, if you want to emphasize details in a portrait or a headshot, yeah, that's more power to you. And I actually explained myself before about using certain softboxes for certain like e-commerce photo shoots or corporate portraits for corporate portrait shoots for headshots. I like to use the hexagon boxes instead, because those are bigger, and those can fill the subject with light. So, but with that said, the grid is a nice addition, and I hope more softbox manufacturers will listen to the idea of adding grids for free, especially when you're spending so much money on this type of gear. It's not cheap. But the materials are nice. It's good. It feels great. I wish they wouldn't put the logo. I get glow, but look at how the brand is on there. I get it, but I like mice with just plain black. I get the logo. You can keep this logo, but this here, it's not necessary. This is not necessary. I get the design. You know, you can make it a little smaller at least. You know, it's so big. But, you know, companies want to show off their brands and show off their gear, so you can't help that. So, let me just grab this tripod. I mean, this softbox. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this here is the Triopo. It's not a beauty dish, but it has the same box texture lining that the Easy Lock has. And honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. I like both of them, but I feel like the Easy is much bigger, even though they're supposed to be the same size. This is supposed to be a 65 centimeter, the same as the Easy Lock, but it's not. But to open it, this is how fast it is to open it. And pretty much you're done. Now, as you can see the inside, the texture is the same. That's why I like this softbox. It also has a feature for grid, which I'm pretty sure if I contact Triopo or whoever manufactures this, are you supposed to give me a grid with this one or not? Because for the same, almost the same price, I think this should have came with the grid. But this one here doesn't have the button features as the Easy. This one is pretty much Velcro. Just stick it. So I like to use it like this, with strobes or with speed lights, and it works fine. Now, mind you that I left this in Portland for 4 months, but even before that, I used it. I liked it. It's portable, but this is much lighter than the Easy. This Easy is much heavier. This Triopo way much lighter, but this is much bigger. But they are supposed to be 25 inches, both as equal to 65 centimeters. I like to go by centimeters. But with that said, if you guys like the content so far, I'm trying to make this video quick and this live stream really quick to go through this. The reason why I choose these softboxes is because if you choose a beauty dish, you get more of that detail. If you want a white lining, really, you're gonna make the skin soft, and it could be unflattering sometimes. And you rather go with both styles. This is why I shoot the way I shoot with the softboxes, as you just saw. I have one diffuser, and the rest acts like a beauty. But the one softbox that I use from time to time, and have done on professional shoots, by the way. I had to take the headphones off because the cable is too short. This is the oldest softbox that I probably have. This is the Godox 24 by 24. This also has a silver lining, but this one has a grain texture. So it's much smoother when it comes down to those highlights and all the details in the skin. But it does give a nice fall off. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it a lot. This is why I use it the way it is, with just one filter. Sometimes double diffuse, if I need to at night. During the day, it's just one filter. You know, I can control the outbursts of the power output on the strobes or the speed lights. But this has been the longest, strongest, and lasting softbox that I had for about 4 years now. It's been to the Pelican case, it's been folded, it's been to transports, to airports, buses, it's been everywhere. So I watched a video of Terry Whitfield last night, and he was talking about gear does matter, and I have to disagree, my friend, because I get what your approach was, Terry Whitfield, but I swear to you that your audience that you're looking for, you must also understand two things. Like, you can't say cheap stuff won't last forever, because I just proved my point last night in your comments that I had this for 4 years, and this was cheap. So, you know how many times I broke cheap stuff? Yes, it's true. I broke cheap stuff. You know how many times cheap stuff have lasted me for a long time? Like the BOA BYMM shotgun microphone that I had for about 3 years now. That's cheap. They didn't break. I just don't use it. And the point is, people, when people talk about gear, don't let people intimidate you with their fancy large camera gear. Don't even let me do that to you. Please don't. That's not how I teach or want to welcome a group of people into my audience. That's not my forte. My forte is say, shoot what you got. To prove you a point, I'm going to set this up. Just to prove you guys a point. So I shot a photo shoot with an entry-level camera, which is above, which is the Canon T7. And a lot of YouTubers, including Terry, say that gear matters. It doesn't. It never has mattered. You go and walk into any classroom, it's not the gear, it's you. You are that creator. You're the one that's controlling the camera if you shoot in manual, professionally shooting manual. Now, if you want to use autofocus, you're allowing the system to choose for you, but it takes a human being to press that trigger. So, gear doesn't matter. Oh. Guys, I want to show you this. These images came from the Canon T7. I kid you not. Using the kit lens, the 18 to 55, yes. Look at these. With the kit entry lens. So does gear really matter? It does not matter. It's always the photographer. Always has been the photographer. It's always has been the human interaction between a physical hardware and a human touch. Sorry. And these are, guys, these are from the Canon 7T. I mean, T7. Not I, but T7. With the kit lens. So you guys tell me. Does gear really matter? No. Again, no, it does not. That's just people. You know what I think. But take this with a grain of salt. This is just my opinion. You're compensating for something. You're trying to compensate to prove to an audience, which is good content. But with some people, it's not great because that's not the message that they're looking for. Some people have a very different opinion how they direct themselves when trying to accomplish a goal in the art of photography. Not who has the biggest camera or lens. And I feel like half the videos is like, what's the biggest camera and lens? It's just different when someone addresses how this camera works and addresses it and say, I use it for portrait shoots, I use it for weddings, I use it for my environmental shoots or corporate shoots. But it's more talk than other. go to my Instagram, check out my work. I use micro lenses. I use wide angle lenses. And most of it is manual. I like to use manual. Even if it's an autofocal lens like the 18 or 35 Sigma, I mostly shot manual all the time with that lens. So take it with a grain of salt. With that said, everyone, I'm the Panda Photographer. Does these softboxes matter? Does gear matter? No, it's based on taste. It's based on how you see and what you like to buy. I can't recommend something for you. I can see your work. I can say, hey, nice work. But I can never say, oh, you should buy that. I always say, here's a link. If you want to buy it. You can always try it out. If you don't like it, you can always send it back. That's up to you. That's your obligation. But when it comes down to the gear, the soft boxes, I like soft boxes to bring out detail in people's faces. And when I'm doing headshots or just body shots, I really want to actually emphasize color, skin tone, eye catch. Very important. And this is why I also brought this. This here, my friends, is going to be my boom. So when I get the overhead shots with the softbox, I can get the catch light that I need with this. And this was only $25. And I just used something I already have and put it on here. I don't need to waste money on more lighting gear because, mind you, I'm a one-man army. No one's going to carry my luggage for me. No one's going to pay for my luggage to do customs. Only I am going to have that option. But yeah, I brought this for that particular reason. And to tell you the truth, I think this is a very good investment. Yes, it's heavy. It's built like a tank. And as you can see, it's built like a tank. It looks like a fishing rod. I'm fishing for some pictures. But other than that, yeah, I like this. But with that said, everyone, I'm the Panda Photographer, guys. Please do subscribe. Please do like. Please do share the content. Please, if you guys want to support the channel, there's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. I do have a Patreon. I do have a link in. So go support me on those networks because I do a lot of networking throughout the day, talking to other photographers, planning trips, I'm supposed to be doing a night photography session pretty soon here in Wisconsin with some Wisconsin photographers. Hopefully that goes to plan. But first I gotta take care of my business. We have to, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have to honestly go get my money. People owe me money in this state, and I'm not kidding. I'm winning, and they are just upset about it. Can't do nothing about it when you're wrong. Simple as that, guys. But with that said, everyone, thank you for taking the time out. Thank you for watching. Like I said, softboxes, the comparison between the three, the Easy is on top. The Triopo is the second, and the Godox is the third. And that's how I compare my softboxes. So I will use the Godox softbox for maybe a hair light. I would use the Triopo for maybe a catch light, or maybe the catch light with the Godox and the hair light with the Triopo. But as my main light source and main modifier, it will definitely be the Easy because I really want to emphasize that beauty dish, and I can't wait to use it. And hopefully I get some female and male models pretty soon because some of the models are still trying to be safe through COVID, and I don't blame them. I'm trying to do the exact same thing. I'm always sanitizing and cleaning every day, so I don't get involved in anything I should not be involved in. And I'm trying to be the safest possible. I know you guys have your concerns because I travel quite a bit, but I promise you, I always get tested everywhere I have gone. And you guys have seen my documents and on the stuff on this channel. I always have gotten tested in each state that I went to or each country since the pandemic started. And I even have a Milwaukee, Wisconsin proof. I got my vaccination shot. And here it is. Voila, vaccination shot. But with that said, everyone, I recommend please go get your vaccination shot. Keep others around you safe. Don't do anything rash that's going to harm people, because you don't know if someone that you are around